Hi, I'm Steffi Evans. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm teaching some of the building blocks of a strong Pilates workout. When I tell people I'm a Pilates instructor, sometimes the first thing they say is, I tried Pilates and my back hurt. Or, I hear this also, I tried Pilates and I didn't feel much. So both of those things tell me that that person could be more connected in their core and understand the Pilates principles a little better. So even if you've been doing Pilates for a while, I hope you get some value out of this video. If you're a total beginner, you are in the right place. So start on your back. I like a thicker mat, but you'll be okay if you just have a regular yoga mat. Starting on your back, the first thing I want to teach you is the last thing that you will probably grasp in your mind, but it's okay. It'll come to you when you're ready. Put a finger on your belly button. Yes, inside of your belly button. And we're going to start with a very simple breath. Pilates breathing is an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. Pursed lips like you're blowing out birthday candles. On the inhale, you'll notice your belly rises. On the exhale, draw your navel to your spine. You'll feel your belly button go downward, not pop upward. That's important. Try that twice more. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, navel to spine. Take one more breath like that for me. On the exhale, imagine your belly button is the black hole and it pulls all of your flesh in towards it. You got it. Okay. Take your fingers and just put them underneath the curviest part of your low back. If you'll find that navel to spine and gently press downward against your fingers, that is the position we want to keep the abs in the whole time they're engaged. That does not mean you push down with all your might and your behind lifts. You keep your behind on the mat and just keep a pressure on your fingers. It's more difficult than it looks or sounds. We'll test that out. Bring your right knee into a tabletop position, the knees at 90 degrees. We'll keep that knee frozen at 90 and tap the toes to the floor. So you'll go up and you'll go down, moving at the hip joint. And we're going to do 6 of these. The important thing as you move is that you keep that pressure on your fingers. If you feel your back arch, you know your core has lost its engagement. And I'll warn you now, I'm a Pilates instructor. We're not known for being able to count. We talk a lot and lose count, but let's do one more. Inhale that leg up. Exhale, navel to spine. Second exercise, bring your knee into table. Extend your leg at a 45, and we're going to hold it right there. 45 degrees is a tough spot. Test it out. If you drop your leg down to a hover, that's you resting on your behind. If you come up to 45, your core has to do all the work. Bend your knee and extend it out to the 45. We've got 6 of these. Inhale to bend and exhale to extend. No rush. Use that exhale to draw the navel in. And one more. Third exercise, bring that leg straight up to the ceiling. This is kind of a small one. Drop the leg back to that 45. Inhale it up and exhale it down. Now, if you're lacking some flexibility and your knee is bent, you can achieve the same thing. The important thing is that core connection. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do 2 more. And anytime you're ready to take those hands out because you have the idea, more power to you. But I'm going to leave mine there because I notice on the other side, my pelvis tends to turn. That means I'm weaker on one side. So feel for yourself. We're starting that little toe tap. Inhale to lift the knee and exhale to lower. If you're weaker on one side, in other words, you feel more pressure on one hand than the other, then you know you have an area you need to work. One more, and then we're going to roll right into that second exercise. Inhale to bend, exhale to extend, 45. Slow and controlled is the way to get a great core workout. Personally, I don't understand people who do hundreds of crunches because I can only do about 10 of them in good form. Okay, bring that leg up, bring it down to the 45. It's little. Inhale and exhale. Now we have the core engaged, we have the back more or less flat, but don't lift your tailbone. And I encourage you to touch your belly button, touch your pelvis, make sure you're square. And give me one more right here. All right, bend that knee, set your foot down on the mat. Something completely different. Bring your arms by your sides. Flatten your lower back, and this time I am asking you to lift the tailbone. So the pelvis tilted, so the tailbone is pointing up. And release that. Do that again. Press the low back into the mat. The tailbone lifts. We'll do that one more time, but we'll continue into a bridge. So you tuck under and peel the spine up one vertebra at a time, coming up no higher than the shoulders. Lower down in the opposite direction. Chest, ribs, low back, and tailbone. Do that again. Really press that low back down on this one, getting the full benefit of that spinal flexibility. And slowly lower. This is our third time around. Bring your feet an inch closer together. Peel your spine up to the top and hold. Make sure that your chest is a little bit soft and your seat is lifted. Really press your arms down for this one. Bring your right knee into a table. Hips stay level. Lower that leg back down. Left side. And we'll do it again. Now, in order to keep your hips level, you've got to keep some navel to spine, some core strength. And left side. Give me one more to each side, keeping your hips as still as possible. And left. And lower all the way down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Straighten your left leg to the mat. If at any time the bottom leg becomes too much, you can just keep a bend like so. Grab the back of your right thigh. We'll straighten the right leg and bend it. And we're just squeezing the front of the thigh in order to stretch the back. That's all that's happening here, just a little flexibility work. On the fourth one, keep that leg straight and bring your arms by your sides. Take that leg and we're going to bring it down to the 45. Same concept as before, core engagement, and bring it up. Okay, let's test that out one more time. Bring it down. And bring it up. Doesn't have to come too close to your head. Same idea, but we're going to make a little oval. Okay, so it's not a big wide circle, it's an oval. The strength of your core is stabilizing your pelvis. Right, feel free to make this a little smaller if you need to. Feel free to bend your knee a little if you need to. Same goal is accomplished. Other direction, go for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Hug your knee in. And change sides. So grab the back of that left thigh, straighten and bend. The more we squeeze the front of the thigh, the more we stretch the back. It's the opposing muscle group. All right, right here. Now adding on that bottom leg, I want you this time to flex your foot and press the back of the thigh into the mat. Press the backs of your shoulders into the mat. We'll take that leg down to the 45. We're testing the core strength. Just do it twice. And then we'll take that oval, just 4 in each direction. Now, a lot of people here will feel popping in their hip. That is related. There are a lot of theories on this, but to me that is related to a lack of adequate core strength. So reverse that direction, go for 4 and 3. The fix is to make the circle just smaller in a range that your hip does not pop. All right, hug your knee in, and we're going to change legs again. So I'm hugging that right knee in, my left leg is on the mat. This one's a little tricky with the arms. You can always just grab onto your knee, no problem. We're about to do a series of 4 core exercises. The first one is single leg stretch. I've got an outside hand, I've got an inside hand. My inside hand goes on my knee, inside of my knee. My outside hand goes outside of my ankle, okay, like that. Use your arms to help you curl yourself up. The straight leg, we're going to bring it at a 45. We said that was tougher, right? Your shoulders are lifted. You have an imaginary apple on your head. The head is still. Here, simply switch legs. So outside hand ankle, inside hand knee. And change sides again. And switch again. The straight leg is tempted to go towards the floor, but instead of that, I want you to reach the leg out of the hip, really activating those deep core muscles. Good. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hug your knees, rest your head. Second one is double leg stretch. I'm going to break it down for you so that you will never mess this one up. It's a challenging one. To start, straighten your arms and legs towards the ceiling. Now, keeping that core engagement, I'm just going to drop my legs a few inches, and that's about all I can do before my back arches. So pick a spot that you could hold. Take your arms and bring them back just a little. Okay? Not back here, just here. It's going to get harder. Lift your head through your arms. That should be a challenging place to hold. Bend your knees and circle your hands, grabbing your ankles. Find that same position. Again, my head has not moved. And circle around. Right? Shoulders are nice and high. We're going to add a breath for these last 3. Inhale. Exhale. Here's 2. And 1. Rest your head. Fantastic. Okay, third one in our series of 4. If your legs do not go all the way straight, that is no problem. They can be kind of bent. Legs are going to go up towards the ceiling. Curl up and grab the back of your ankle, knee, whatever you can grab. Here, you can let that leg come way down. I'm going to let you rest on your seat a little bit. But use your arms to bring your forehead towards your knee. From here, we're just going to switch. Okay, notice how I'm keeping my upper body very still and just moving the legs. The goal is to bring the forehead higher to the leg, not the leg to the forehead. Let's go for 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees, rest your head. I'm feeling a nice little burn here. Okay, feet to the mat. Last one here is a crisscross, which you might have done before in the gym or different exercise, but now you know how to stabilize your pelvis and engage your core, and we're going to use it right here. Bring one knee up, and we're going to lift, curling across, think shoulder to opposite knee. The other leg, you guessed it, goes at the 45. Pull that knee in and really send that leg out. And we're just gonna switch. The magic here is finding the opposition. As much as you pull the knee in, that's as much as you lengthen the straight leg. You got it. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees, rest your head. We'll finish here with a long stretch. You can allow your back to arch. Those abs worked hard, give them a little space. Roll over onto your side and sit yourself up. I really hope those tips help you in your Pilates practice. Pilates is a beautiful discipline to help tone your body. I am here. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Shoot me a message. And thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe.